Hello Earth Signs, welcome to your weekly reading. So, I have your cards all ready for you guys. So let's go ahead and see what's happening for Virgo this week. Let's have a look and see what's happening for Virgo this week. So Virgo, let's have a look and see what's happening for you guys. Oh, I feel like you guys emotionally are over it. I feel like you're not quite understanding how deep your emotions go. You're not really understanding how connected you are. Because this is the Queen of Wands, but it's reversed. You don't understand how connected and rooted you are to everything. And I think that emotionally, you feel a little bit out of control. It's like you're looking out and you're kind of a little bit clueless of what to do because you're so used to being in control of your emotions that now that you're not in control of your emotions, you're kind of like, well, what the fuck do I do now? Like, what's new for me? And it's, you know, you might be dwelling a little bit on the fact that you can't see anything because the page of cups is reversed and it's nighttime and you can't really see anything in front of you. You know, you can't actually see what's happening in front of you. And you may be a little bit caught up on the fact that you're so used to having everything organised and planned and you know which way you're going to go. But I feel like at the moment, Virgo, for this week, you're not really sure where you want to go. Emotionally, I feel like that energy of not knowing where you're going to go or not feeling secure in the sense that you're usually really organised or you've got everything put together. You don't feel like you're put together anymore. And you see like the back end of the Queen of Wands, all her roots are showing. So she's raw. Like she's really raw right now. She's exposed. It's all very exposed and very open and you don't know where you're going or what you're doing because you can't see what lays ahead of you and that freaks you the frig out. And then you've got the Queen of Wands reversed here and usually she's in her power and she knows exactly what she's doing too, but she's vulnerable and exposed. Her roots, her beliefs, everything that she's ever known are on show. And it's almost like you don't really want to okay, so let me show you this card as well. So it almost feels like you don't want to acknowledge how you feel right now. You'd rather bury it and swallow it and not have to deal with it than deal with it at the moment. That's what it feels like this week. But what I want you to understand for this week is that the whole point in you being vulnerable and the whole point of you being exposed is because there's something that you need to learn. And the fact that you can't see where you're heading is so potent at the moment that you're not meant to see where you're going. You're meant to trust yourself. You're meant to trust yourself 100% in the fact that you know that wherever your feet are going to land, wherever your feet take you is exactly where you need to take you. You don't need to know where you're going right now. You just need to move. You just need to put one foot in front of the other. So for this week, Virgo, I want you to put one foot in front of the other and just keep going. And don't be so afraid of how you're feeling or what is exposed. Your feelings are so... I just feel like exposed. I just feel like you're really exposed at the moment and I feel like you're really vulnerable. And I think that if you really took off your blindfold and you really took off... these ropes and set yourself free from this really limited and contained kind of energy of wanting to be in control of the time. If you took that away, you'd realize that everything around you actually is flipping beautiful. Like you've got blue skies, you've got clear skies, you know, you've got greenery and hills and mountains and stuff, and you're too worried about not wanting to see what the truth is. Okay, you may not visibly be able to see which path you're going to take, but if you trust yourself, you'll know that no matter where you're going there for the right reason. So my question for you this week is not only why do you not trust yourself enough to just put one foot in front of the other and go and see what happens, but to also just keep rabbit holing why, you know? Why is vulnerability a weakness to you guys? Why does feeling vulnerable make you feel like the Eight of Swords? Why does it not want you? Why does that energy not want you to see the beauty in the truth? Why all of these emotions? Why are they getting in your way? What is getting in your way? What am I trying to say here? I feel like you're really not used to how you feel emotionally. I feel like this is new for you, and I think that you're so afraid with this energy here to see what's going on that you're just, it's like you just want your routine, you want your stability. You don't want to have to worry about, you know, where you're walking or looking down and all that kind of stuff. You just want to know what you've got to do and when you're going to do it. But I'm going to tell you this, that way of living does not serve you anymore. And the reason you feel this way is because it's time for a change, and you know it's time for a change, and that's why you feel so exposed. So this week, Virgo, I want you to really, if you can, get into your emotions, enjoy your emotions, don't attach yourself to these emotions. And I really want you to trust in yourself. And okay, it may feel dark and heavy and dense and you're not used to it, but trust that no matter what happens, you intuitively know which way you're going to go. It's almost like maybe you don't even need to take your blindfold off. Maybe it is all about trusting yourself. Maybe it's all about trusting your instinct. And maybe the Eight of Swords isn't about taking your blindfold off. Maybe it's about keeping your blindfold on and trusting your intuition to carry you where you need to go. I feel like this week is a big test for you guys in the sense of trusting yourself, allowing yourself to be vulnerable, allow yourself to feel these feelings, and allow yourself just to take yourself where you need to go without restriction, without what you're used to. Just put one foot in front of the other. Trust your intuition. Trust what you feel. Trust what you feel. Trust what you know. You know what you know. There's no denying what you know. That's why you feel this way. So Virgos, this week I feel for you guys is going to be emotionally intense. But I also know that once you start trusting yourself and you start trusting your intuition and letting your intuition guide you, your whole world will change. And I feel like you'll go from feeling exposed to feeling like the Queen of Wands and sitting in her power and just ruling. Because at the moment you're relying too much on your thought process, and your thought process hasn't been the greatest at the moment, not going to lie. And that's why your emotions are stepping in saying, do you know what, sod your mind, because your mind is really playing havoc with what we're meant to be doing in life. Trust your intuition. Let your intuition guide you for once. So Virgo, this week, trust yourself, trust your intuition, let your intuition guide you. So Virgos, don't kill the messenger. But I hope that resonated with you guys on some level. Let me know in the comment section below. Let's see what's happening for Taurus this week. So Taurus, I feel like instantly, do you know, without even having to look here, do you know what I'm feeling? I feel like you guys are really craving loyalty. I feel like there may have been a situation where you've been let down, and it's almost like you feel that loyalty in your life at the moment doesn't exist. Let's have a look and see what's happening for Taurus. Yeah, see, I feel like with the Five of Cups is kind of proving that energy that I was talking about, like you're craving okay, interesting, because we've got the dog here as well. I feel like you've been let down, and I feel like you've been let down quite a few times, and I feel like this week you may even be let down again, and that's okay, because there are some big changes happening at the moment for everybody, and you're not an exception. It's happening for everybody, and it's almost like you're so focused on what's let you down, and you're really not focused on who is loyal, who has been loyal, and who is sticking beside you 100%. It's like whoever and whatever this was over here, because this is the 5, so there's 3 of cups over here that have spilled over. It's like you're focused so much here that you're not actually paying attention to the people who are loyal, and you're saying, well, does loyalty even exist anymore? Yes, the fuck it does. Turn around, because you'll notice quite quickly that there's been loyal people in your life for a very long time, and for whatever reason you've just decided that these situations have made you question loyalty, full stop. And loyalty does exist still. It does. I don't care what anyone says. There are still loyal people in the world. And you have 2 of those people standing right beside you. You just have to turn around and notice them. And I think we have, what do we have here? We have the 3 of Wands. And I think that he's ready for... It's like you're ready for the change. I'm really sorry, I'm just going to go straight into this dog, because I feel like this dog represents what I was talking about. I feel like the loyalty thing, you know how dogs are really loyal? Sorry, hold on a second. And my cat decided to start crying right in the middle of this reading, so I'm back. And I think that the dog represents exactly what I'm talking about. Dogs are the most loyalist. We know that. It's the man's best friend. And I think that you guys this week, you're really questioning loyalty. And you're really questioning that because of these... I wouldn't be surprised if this week for Taurus, you're going to feel even more let down by someone else. I feel like you've been let down not only once, not twice, but I feel like this week is going to be a 3rd letdown. And I think that that's going to make you question loyalty, full stop. It's not going to make you question that person's loyalty or that situation's loyalty. It's going to make you question everybody's loyalty. And I think that's unfair because, like I said, you've got these people or this situation or whatever stability you've got here. You're taking this and you're literally brushing everyone with that brush, with that tarnish. And that's a little bit unfair because, like I say, you've got these 2, whether it's 2 people, whether it's work, whatever it is, whatever those 2 cups represent for you, you do have loyalty. You do have it. You're just looking in all the wrong places. And I think that the 10 of Pentacles here is just showing you that loyalty does exist. And you just need to really pay attention to where the loyalty lies. Stop looking back. Stop looking to the left. Look to who is still standing or what is still standing in the midst of this week. Because I feel like for you guys, this week is just going to be a really kind of intense, like this letdown that I feel might happen this week. I feel is really going to kind of knock you a little bit. And it's kind of, it's like, I don't feel like the 3 of Wands represents the 3 of Wands here. It almost kind of feels like you've got your magic stick and you're ready to blow a bitch up, you know, like this is your energy ball and you're ready to, like, what's that thing, you know, in the cartoons where she blows a fireball at someone and blows them up or whatever. That's what it feels like. That's what that energy feels like with the Wand here and that energy ball thing here. And I think that for you guys, instead of focusing on who let you down or what let you down, focus on who is still standing and what is still standing this week, and not on anything other than that, because it's so easy to get caught up in this kind of energy, because misery loves company, doesn't it? You know, I'm not saying it's not going to hurt, because I know it's going to hurt. That's why you feel like this. But we have a choice on whether we focus on that hurt and attach ourselves to it, or we can really turn our focus on the people who really do, or the situation, who really do love and support us, or who is and still around. Because you've got the dog here. There's many loyal people around you. You just got to have faith. You just got to believe, and you just got to trust in that. And trust in the people that haven't let you down. Taurus, this week I feel like it's going to be kind of a heavy week for you guys. I feel like you're really going to struggle with someone letting you down. And that's okay, because, you know, everything happens for a reason. And this reason may make you question loyalty, but it will also show you what loyalty is and who and what is still loyal in your life this week. So Taurus, let me know if that resonates with you in the comment section below. It's a heavy week for you earth signs, I'm not even going to lie. Let's see what's happening for Capricorn this week. Capricorn, oh, this is so quick and straight to the point. I get the message without even have to look too hard at this. You are so over the 9 of Swords. You're so over this anxiety. You're so over this stress and this worry and the sleepless nights and stuff. You have literally turned your back on justice. You just want out. You don't care about justice no more. You don't. You just want to leave these swords. You want to get on with your life. And you literally just want to live happily ever after. It is that simple. And I think, let's look at this a little bit more. It's like you've put down this old sword. It's like this is where you've been, Capricorn. This is where you've been. You're ready. You're so ready to dump those swords and to really just live happily ever after. You're over it. You're over this mental cage that you've been in. You're over it. You're so over it. It could even be that you're dealing with a Libra. And it could be that Libra's turned their back on you, which is why you feel like this. And maybe the dream was that you would live happily ever after with them. And that's fine. Sometimes, you know, shit don't work out. It happens. But I feel like for this Libra energy that's showing up here, I feel like they had so much going on their own plate that they couldn't give you the attention that you needed anyway. It's not, I don't even feel like you needed the attention, but the commitment or the stability that you needed. I don't think that Libra was very stable in this situation, and that's why they had to kind of leave. And I still believe you're going to get your happily ever after. It just means that you are just going to just get over this situation and just live happily ever after. And you will find someone else, because there is a person here. It's not just one person, there's 2 people here. So if this Libra has turned their back, or they have left you or the situation or whatever it is, there will always be someone else. It doesn't stop here. You're not going to be single for the rest of your life. You are going to meet other companions. You are going to meet soul tribes and, you know, partners and soulmates and whatever else you believe in, you know. But I can understand that this week for you guys, it may be a bit hard. But I definitely feel like this week you guys are chucking it in the fuck it bucket, because you're so over it. And you were literally going, right, let me gather my friends. I want to go out. I want to have a good time. And I just want to leave this shit in the past. You just want to leave this in the past. And that's fine. Let your hair down. I mean, you're Capricorn, so you probably won't. But I'm just saying, you know. This week, it might be a good week for you to meet up with friends and to get out of this mind space of the 9 of Swords where you're anxious and you just want to, you know, you want to sleep but you can't sleep. You know, you feel like there's an injustice here. You feel like justice has turned its back on you. And I think the focus for this week for you, Capricorn, is to have a happily ever after. And even if that's rounding up your friends and going out for a drink or hanging out or having lunch, or make it a priority this week for you to feel the love and to experience some happiness, because I just feel that this is so heavy, you know. Who wants sleepless nights anyway, you know? I feel like you guys are done with this situation. You've turned your back on justice and you feel like justice has let you down. So you're taking matters into your own hands, and you were seriously, this week, you're going to focus on your happily ever after. And I really do see that you may meet up with a couple of people this week. You may even meet new people this week. I'm not even going to lie. I literally just saw, as I said that, I literally just saw you bumping into someone and starting something new with somebody. So don't be surprised if that happens either. But Capricorn, for this week, you're over it. You are so over it. You're chucking that shit in the fuck it bucket and you're moving on. Justice will always be served, so you don't even need to worry about justice anymore. Even though you have turned your back on it and you feel like it has turned its back on you, you are so ready to move forward. And this week you will. There's no more holding you back. This week you're over it and you're moving forward and you're moving to a brighter future. So earth signs, let me know in the comment section below if that resonated with you guys at all, and I shall see you in my next video.